Good morning everyone, welcome back to the channel. So, what a gorgeous morning it is as well. It's currently -3. So we're in the middle of the cold snap that we're currently encountering in the UK. It is winter, but it is exceptionally cold. One thing I will say is that when the cold weather hits like this, and it's as still as it is today, there is literally no wind, it's verging on perfect. I'm currently at a new location. It's about a 15 to 20 minute drive from me, and I've never been down here. So we're doing the New Year's resolution of exploring new places in my local area. Now this one is actually run by the Wildlife Trust. It is called Lattersea. And the other ironic thing about this place is when I lived with my mum and stepdad, we were literally 5 minutes down the road from here. Never even knew it existed. This is what happens when you don't take up wildlife photography until your later years. I lived here until I was probably somewhere around 21, 22. Yeah, about that. And obviously I had just started my photography journey when I was around 21. I've been doing photography now for about 20 years, but as you guys know, wildlife photography, I've only just finished the last calendar year as a wildlife photographer. So new place. Now apparently this is actually known for having owls down here, but I'm not sure if I'm going to see one. I've been down here about half an hour now at least, and yeah, there's a lot of bird sound, but other than a robin in the car park, I've not actually seen any. Now I'm hoping this is going to be a good spot, and we're going to probably make a few more ventures down here. Other point before we crack on and see if we can grab any photos is not only am I filming down here, 5 minutes down the road from here is an RSPB place. Now I have been to that one before, but only once. So let's go see if we can actually find any birds this morning. Let's crack on. Well, I've just been bimbling around and not having much luck at the moment. It's not for a lack of birds, it's just I've not been able to get a clear shot off. Now, I've seen a number of great tits, but unfortunately, they've not been photograph worthy. And I did manage to pull off that shot of a robin. You'll have seen it if it came out any good. But yeah, I've currently got the sun behind me as well, so I apologise if it's a bit dark. But yeah, this is one of those nature reserves. They've got a beautiful boardwalk all around it that's probably in some need of major repair. But it's kind of one of those nature reserves that, while it is owned by one of the bigger trusts, charities, it's kind of been left to its own devices. Now, what I will say about Lattersea is where I was stood filming that first bit is a beautiful reed bed out there. There's nothing on it at the moment, but I have a real feeling that it's going to be a real hive of bird activity in warmer weather. So yeah, I think we're just going to have to wait and see on this one. It's definitely going to be one worth returning to, especially since it's only about 15 minutes away from home. Maybe a bit more, 17 minutes, something like that. Splitting hairs. But yeah, now I've just done a loop, pigeon, just done a loop around and gone back to that reed bed again along this boardwalk. So I'm going to keep bimbling, and I'm actually going to go in a different direction. You just hear all the sound. But yeah, I'm going to go in a different direction, see if I can actually find anything today. See if I can actually get any shots off. Oh, I tell you what, look at this behind me. The frost and ice is so heavy, actually looks like there's snow on the ground. So beautiful. It's now 10:15 as well. Would have thought it would have faded off. Still trying to get my wintry shot as well, which I'm still failing at. But look at the trees and stuff. There's just, oh, it's beautiful. Anyway, I haven't come to check in and talk about all the ice and stuff. You can probably still see my breath. But I've bagged another shot for the life list. Never seen one before. Not just a case of never photographed one. But I was just walking along one of the paths, and there's this kind of big dip that's collected water, so you could almost call it a pond. And I sort of was looking in there, see if there was anything around. You can't get to it. Well, there's no paths to it anyway. And next thing I know, over my shoulder flies this yellow bird. And I was like, the hell is that? And it lands on the ice on this pond. And it's just bobbing around. And I looked and I was like, that looks like a wagtail. But it's not the usual wagtail that I'm used to seeing. So camera goes up. I'm whipping out shots. I don't know if any of them have come out any good. ISO was really high. Anyway, I found what was a deer path through the trees. And I bimbled my way through. I was muscling through these trees. Got down to the edge of this pond and managed to get some more shots. My biggest problem as well is not just the fact that it's freezing cold and it's a wagtail, so he's bobbing around all over the place. It's because of the trees all over it. The ISO was so high. It was like 6,400. Well, I've shot in 20,000, but it was still at 6,400, shooting at 1/640th of a second, I believe, f6.3. And I ended up having to drop the shutter speed down to 1/250th. So I don't know if any of these shots come out all right. It's a grey wagtail, people. I'm so chuffed. Never seen one before. But what a stunning bird. So I will put up the best of the bunch now. Hopefully, at least one of them have come out all right. Hopefully I can sort something out with denoise and sharpening and stuff in Lightroom. But, oh, so happy. No owls yet. I think I mentioned this place is apparently known for having owls, but another one for the life list. Come on! Okay, so I've come back round to, excuse the sun, those reeds. They interest me a lot. There's a lot of small bird noise and stuff around here, but it's just a case of whether I'll see anything or not is a different matter. There is also, I say, the boardwalk is surrounded by frozen water. There's also a small pond just here as well, and I was just watching a couple of wrens in there just hopping along the ice, but unfortunately not in a clear area, so I couldn't get a shot of it, which is a shame. But yeah, so I thought I'd come round to these reeds and sign out now. Yeah, because I want to get onto my second location as well. What I'm seeing down here at present is a lot of great tits, blue tits, seen some long-tailed tits that I've not managed to get a shot off of, robins, and I've done a lot of photography in that respect recently. So it's not a case of I'm bored of photographing them, because I still love photographing them, but I'm kind of filling the channel with those kind of birds, small birds, and I want to do something different, and that's hopefully what my secondary location is going to be. But that will be a different video for another time. So I say it's somewhere I've been before, but only ever been once, and it's only about 5 minutes down the road from here, maybe a couple of minutes longer. So I'm going to hang around here for a bit longer. Obviously, if I get any pictures, I'll stick them up at the end. Yeah, let's see then. Let's quick summary on this one. New place to me, definitely going to be returning. It's a brilliant habitat for wildlife. Other than the fact that I spotted the Grey Wagtail as well, which well happy with. But in all seriousness, this is a great place for wildlife. I'm just wondering if at a different time of year it's going to be a bit more interesting. So yeah, especially with these reeds and stuff, I'm really interested in seeing what it'll be like at a different time of year. So you'll probably see another video from here at some point. But yeah, stick around, see if there's any more shots worth grabbing. And yeah, I'll call today a success. So obviously, if you've liked the video, give us the old thumbs up. Do drop us the subscribes from down the bottom if you don't already. Hit that notification bell. And this is my account. Take care and be safe, everyone. Peace.